Howdy, folks. Anybody that knows anything about anything knows that gun skirmish come out this morning for Age of Sigmar. Now, a lot of folks thinking it was going to be Shatter War again, but it ain't. That ain't the point. I went down there to that Games Workshop this morning store to get mine, and there's already a fella in there that had his copy. And he had a look on his face, and he started looking at me. It was like two gunfighters, and this slicker said to me, "I got 75 points of renown." And I said, "I reckon I got 75 points of renown." And it was on from there. Me and this feller and the Games Workshop manager, we sat down. We went over these here rules fairly thoroughly. We agreed on some points of dispute or clarifications, and then it was on, and this is what happened after that. Okay, gonna play the first game of skirmish. First scenario we're gonna do is seize the Relic. Got the battlefield set up with a sanctuary with the Relic in the corner. Two ways into the sanctuary, through that gate and through that gate. Everything else is impassable and blocks line of sight. We have two pieces of terrain. This one here is enchanted. That's re-roll wounds on a 3 or better. Oh, we got the cards and all. Oh,
You can take the sticky tape off.
fucking big time. All right. This one's foreboding, and that is subtract 1 from hit rolls within 3, so we're going to want to stay away from that there. So seize the Relic is, now each player is going to roll to see who's going to be the attacker and defender, basically. I believe is going to be, which one's going to be the plunderer and the Relic hunter.
You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. 2 versus 2.
2 and a 2. Reroll.
3, 2, 1, go. 5 versus 1. Okay.
Alright, you win. Are you going to be the plunderer or are you going to be a Relic hunter?
Can I be the plunderer?
You can if you're a yak and you want to.
Hell yeah.
Alright, you're going to be basically, you're going to be where I'm at,
Right.
but opposite that corner right over here.
Hey, Sam,
So we're going to switch
are we
sides.
supposed to roll sprawl before? -9. Okay.
Thank you. You got it?
Yeah.
This is a kind of cool alternate build on that.
Alright, so you're the plunderer, right? And I will be the Relic hunter.
I
So,
think it fits with skeletons.
well,
Assholes.
For this, you think?
okay, we alternate setting up models one at a time with a player.
This is the same kit that was built.
That won the dice roll determining the territories. You're gonna have to set up your first. We set up.
My commander.
Look, it's saying models one at a time, so it's not unit. It's models one at a time. So we're gonna set them up and then we'll come back. Okay, we're back and we're gonna share the forces of order. That's the general here, Lord Relictor. He's got a couple of 3 dogs with him. He's got a couple of prosecutors. He has a single Liberator Prime. He's got a Retributor Prime and another Retributor Prime. And over to here we have the forces of death, man.
We got some Hex Wraiths.
Hex Race,
Pretty nice. Some Skeleton Warriors.
Skeleton Warriors.
I unfortunately can't afford a White King, so we're going to
The
sub
White
him.
King is that
White King.
big Skeleton Warrior with the thing he's sitting in for the injured White King.
He's just sitting on the bench. He's watching.
Anyway, so what this scenario is basically coming down to, it's called Seize the Relic. There's a relic inside there, and at the end of turn 5, the most people closest to that relic is whoever has the most people closest to that relic is going to get a major victory unless you've wiped out the other team. Now the real trick to this is this: coming in from each board edge at the end of each turn is a storm. And anybody that's within 6 inches of them board edges at the end of the first turn is going to take die 3 mortal wounds. At the end of turn 2, that storm moves in further to 12 inches. So anybody within 12 inches of them board edges closing in is going to suffer die 3 mortal wounds. And it keeps on creeping up as it gets towards the sanctuary, and I guess that's why it's called a sanctuary, right? Yeah. So you get in there, you get inside the sanctuary. So what it's doing is forcing both the armies into an objective to come into here. So it's forcing you in here, because at the end of turn 4,
It's the entire board.
it's the entire board outside, and ain't nobody safe. So it'll get real nasty out there. You wouldn't want to be out there. So now,
not even worth it anymore.
so what I want to give a couple, just a very few differences between AOS and this skirmish here. I'm going to be giving another video later on to just detail it. But the main difference is this: you don't have units. We bought these guys in units, but you operate them as individuals. They do not have to be within 1 inch of each other. They will activate and move and activate during the close combat phases individually and not as a unit. Like when these guys activate for close combat, it's not that whole unit. It's just going to be one guy.
just one guy.
It's just one guy. Okay, so we're going to get going. I believe we have the. We're ready to start the first round. It's going to be die versus die to see
I still
who.
got some more people.
Well, then you need to put the rest of your dudes out, man. I thought you was out. I thought that was it. I thought that was you, man.
No. I'm sorry.
Oh, he had hidden guys in there. He
Skeletons aren't
didn't.
worth anything. at
People
all.
he didn't tell me about is what it
Right,
is.
there we go. Let's go.
Now, here we go.
Sorry about that. I thought you were saying some people.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Here we go. This is to see who goes first on the first round. Here.
3, 4. You go.
3 and a 4. I believe I'm going to go first. So I'm going to go ahead and make all my moves and everything, and I ain't going to be too much action on this first turn, and then we're going to get back to it. Okay, I done moved everybody up over here. I ran this whole side over here, including my Lord Relictor, the General. I moved these dogs up as a screening force. They're going to have a long charge, as they maybe can probably get to them. Then we got these fellas here. I moved them within 18 inches, the prosecutors, with the Celestial Hammer to see if I can get just a couple licks in on them horsemen. So my first shot's going to be need 4s with that prosecutor on that first hex ray, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here we go. Need 4s. Nada. 2 and 2. The next guy, he's a prime. He only gets that extra ability in the combat phase, so he's still only throwing 2 hammers. Now he gets 1 lick,
All right.
and it's going to be 1 wound on a 4. He does wound on a 5. Okay, you need a save?
Yeah.
Okay, there is no rend.
Nope.
Did not save, so he's going to take a wound.
I have no wound markers, but I'll just give him a wound.
Hey, mark with something different than your regular dice. If you want to use these dice, man, because I'm switching to black, because they're not, I mean, the video ain't even picking these up. I'm going to switch over to black dice.
Oh, yo, tell him what you just bought. Tell him what you just bought. Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
I just bought the
He's been wanting it so bad.
Well, don't force my hand now, son.
There's
I'll
one
have
left?
to.
There's one
Yeah,
left.
I know there's one. There's only one left in the whole southeastern United States, and it's laying right up there on there.
The only reason I wanted it is because I was going to build a Space Marine army, and I saw a Land Raider and Rhino, and I was like, how much is this? So you're telling me I can buy a Land Raider and Rhino, which is $100, and then for $50 I get this $100 thing.
It's a hell of a
this $30
deal.
or $40 thing, and then this $30 or $40 thing.
Yeah.
Do you want to play against Chaos or DK?
Okay, here we go. You ready, man?
Okay.
Okay, so you took a wound on him. How many wounds they got?
They got 2.
They got
he's
2
almost
wounds, so
down.
he took a wound. So that was all my shooting. So it's gonna be onto my charging. So I got them dang Griffhounds, and one of them needs an 11 and one of them needs a 12. His closest one's gonna need an 11 to get to you, because like I said, we're playing with individuals instead of units. So here we go. This closest one needs an 11. That ain't happening.
Get wrecked.
Hard 8. Here we go.
And there's a 12.
Oh, I winked at me.
9. Damn.
There we go. Didn't make it. So now it is going to be your turn, and this is, man, we're going to have to need a turn marker up here shortly. So
Yeah, let's go ahead and...
I'll get a turn marker while you move,
Okay.
Go ahead and move out your guys, and I'll get a turn marker, and then we'll come back for the next video. All right, folks, bottom of the first here. And for some reason, the Death Army is running from the storm and did not try to engage my Griffhounds. They got a certain plan, they say. It's whispering in the wind, I heard it. And they're trying to get to that relic, so I believe it's going to be time to roll to see whose turn it is for turn 2.
I'll tell you 2. My bad. Ready?
Yeah, there it is.
6.
You know I rolled a 1.
Nah,
So-
I mean, we can re-roll. You want to re-roll?
No, I rolled a 1. There you go. It's your turn. Go.
All right.
Heck, if you gotta have a double turn, if you're gonna have a double turn, it might as well be right now for me. So anyway, go ahead. So Death is going to you're gonna command ability. You gotta start with whatever that special command ability. Are you gonna put that on anybody? Do you need to put it on anybody?
No,
Is it out of range or anything? Or
Well, my command ability is. Should I say that out loud for your video?
they got new command abilities, special command abilities that they link up here.
My command ability
And-
is Mask of Horror. Your opponent must roll a dice each time they wish to target your general in the combat phase. On a roll of 1, the
yeah,
model
that's
being
not
rolled is
good, not
paralyzed.
good. I forgot all about that, but that's gonna come into play later on when we get into the combat phase. So you don't even need to enact that
Not
right
yet.
now, I reckon.
Nope.
So
All right. So
he's
do we
gonna
need
wait.
to amount for leverage?
No, there's no count for that terrain. You just gonna fly on through that gate. You just gotta move through the gate. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about? You can't come through the. You know. What I'm saying. I'm pretty lax on movement, man.
Right.
I'm not no rules lawyer stickler and all that. You know,
It's all about the game.
unless I just observe somebody just completely cheating for advantage.
There's no need to cheat in these games.
When we get into the combat,
It's all
especially
for fun.
these, man. Here, if the dice ain't going your way, you can cheat all you dang want on the movement. You're not gonna get nothing. Just the same way as if the dice ain't going your way, no matter what strategy you got, it's gonna
Right.
fall to pieces. So this is a dice game that you try to influence by moving the pieces. So,
Yeah, I had a Skaven match where it was like 20 Skaven versus like I almost won, and then I just had dice roll after dice roll that just failed me.
well, I'm gonna promise you this: you ain't never seen nobody gonna roll as many ones as I have. You have never seen it. All right, your people are already inside the dead gun.
It's all
Alright.
you, man.
Oh no, he just.
I don't have any ranged attacks.
He has no range attacks. He's done moved his people
Not
in.
moved to,
This is the
charge
second
yet.
round, ain't it?
This is the second round.
This is
Second
round
half.
2, second half. So we're gonna be. Here we go. So I'm gonna take a little bit more time to take about a thinking on how to move my people, and we'll come right back to it after my movement. And I reckon I'm gonna be unleashing some scunnion soon on some of these people. So we'll come right back. All right, we're back over to it. It looks like my Griffhound, a single one of them has come through that gate diagonal and is inside the sanctuary and is getting close. At Liberator Prime, he made it through the gate there. Everybody else on this side, including my general, had to hang back. Now over to here, I moved up Griffhounds into position to try to come around and flank these skeletons that ain't quite made it yet. And I got these prosecutors to maybe throw a couple of hammers at the skeletons, since I believe they only got like 1 wound or something, right?
Yeah, but they're
They're
back.
coming back. All right, here we go. All right, I'm gonna take my shots with the hammer guys first. This hammer guy is gonna fire at that skeleton.
Okay.
Okay, he's got 2 shots at 4 and 4. Look what he rolled. 2 1s. All right, right here, he's gonna roll for that skeleton with
Okay.
a spear.
I'm pointing for Ooh.
No hits.
Okay, you're gonna roll for their charge.
Roll for their charge for the doggies. Let's measure it up to see what kind of a distance. What's the distance from the dog to the skeleton? Looks like 10.
That's 12 feet. No, wait, no, that's a. Yeah, I'll give
To
you
the
10.
dog is 10?
Sorry, I thought you.
Okay, the dog's 10. Give me some kind of numbers. There you go.
Oh no! That's so
That's
cinematic.
it. Oh yeah, doggy.
That's awesome. That was so cinematic.
So he's charging.
So
to
the
get them?
dog charged into that dang skeleton there.
He did.
Now, Not yet. I gotta do the combat. All right, over here, this dog here has got to charge into him, and I believe it's gonna be the same number, 10 inches away. He don't quite make it on a 9. All right, so now
you roll for the.
it's my turn, so I get to make the first attack.
Yeah.
Well, hang on. I got charges over here.
Okay.
I got this dog over here is charging. He just ain't gonna sit over here.
7.
This dog here, well, maybe a little closer. I think it's 6.
Okay, I'll give you 6.
You gotta get within ½ inch.
Right.
So, I'm gonna roll a dang 6. These dice have been hot. You saw how hot they're getting. Lord, get in there.
Oh, get
God,
wrecked.
you fucker. Anyway. Okay, the old Liberator Prime. He's
You
gonna.
gonna charge?
Well, first of all, he just pulls out a switch and whoops that dog one time for just being a coward. And he's gonna try to run. What are you thinking, 7?
Oh, looks like a 9. Alright, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I just saw the number 9 and I said 9 out
7
loud.
to get to it.
Yeah, let's do
okay, 7. All right, these dice. I don't know what is wrong with them, but see what's going on with these. I need a 7, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Just get in there.
Oh, snake eyes!
Would you look at that? I'm gonna tell you right now, you've never seen anything like it.
I'm excited.
So,
I might win my first.
Here we go.
My first skirmish match.
Them dudes, when you ain't gonna win nothing, son, just keep just.
All right, now do your dog. Your
All right, we do
dog.
have a dog over here, and I get first attack with the dog. How many attacks does the old dog get? Dog gets 2 attacks, 3s and 4s. You ready?
All right, let's do it.
All right, the dog attacks at 3s. He hit both of them.
All right.
He needs 4s to wound. He wounds 1.
Okay.
Do you take a save? There's no rend on it.
You ready?
What's your save on a
I
skeleton?
gotta get a 6.
Gotta get a 6. Roll them up.
So I'm not gonna happen.
Yeah, well, who knows, man?
Oh no!
No, I don't count.
That doesn't count.
No,
You ready?
it's gotta be on the board. That's a 4.
I'm gonna
No,
die.
all right, skeleton's gone for now, right?
For now, yeah.
All right, so he's out. Now look, the dog gets a move to try to move away.
Run away, yeah.
Okay, this is called a darting attack, and the Griffon attacks. Immediately after I attack, I roll a die and move away that many inches. So here we go.
50-50.
Basically. But it's even more now because I killed that guy, so I'm away from him. So it's gonna move 6 inches, and I'm gonna move him 6 inches away. Then it's gonna be the skeleton's turn and Death's turn, and then we'll probably stop the camera for a minute. So I need to move him 6 inches away on a darting attack. All right. So now we're gonna stop it, and we're gonna let Death move on around.
Round 3.
It's gonna be Death's turn on round 3, right?
Yes, sir. Start round 3.
Well, your turn of round 3. I won that round to start, right?
Right.
Yeah. So this is the bottom of the 3rd.
Okay. No, this is the bottom of the 2nd right now, right? I think so, right? Because we were just on the 2nd.
you're
So
right.
then, well, I don't have any attacks. So roll for.
We got to roll for the go. That's it.
But I'll probably win.
We'll see. Oh, 5 and 5.
3.
6.
Son of a gun. All right.
So that's gonna be good for my men. Yeah, you did. That's right. You did get a double turn last time. So this is gonna be a top of the 3rd inning, and at the end of this one, it's gonna be up 18 inches.
I'm not afraid of anything.
He's not afraid of nothing. Okay. Only thing's coming into play is that enchanted, and we don't have no spells being cast. So it's gonna be my Lord Relictor, and he needs to see what he can do about his command ability. His command ability is Tenacious Defender. Okay, he's going to do Inspiring Fighter. Okay, and that means anybody within 6 inches of him right now until his next hero turn gets +1 to their hit rolls.
Right.
I'm sorry, re-rolls hit rolls of 1, which would have helped me out considerably on something. Anyway, they re-roll 2 hit rolls of 1, so that's going to be basically everybody in that little band right here. Okay. So if I can try to remember that. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and move out. I got to stay within 3 inches.
Yes.
Away, so I'm going to go ahead and move up him. Okay. He's going to go ahead and move up within 3. My ruler. I believe I'm gonna come through that gate with that Retributor Prime. He can move 4, so that's gonna be right there at the front of that. Now Lord Relictor, he can move 4 as well. And from back in there, it's gonna put him on that. Whoa. It'll put him up even further if I keep moving the scenery. It's gonna put him to here. Alright? So, then I'm gonna roll, roll. He's got a 4. I'm gonna move him up to right there to that platform, okay? So,
Looks good.
that's movements with no runs.
And then you got these dudes.
Got these fellas here. Now remember, it's gonna be 18. It's gonna get nasty over here. I'm gonna move this Griffhound up. He's got a move of 9. He's got to stay 3 inches away from old Skelly right here. He's gonna move up here. I'm gonna move that other Griffhound up for the same thing. He can move 9.
Uh-oh. Did that wing just come up? Oh. Oh, it's magnetized.
I'm not moving in here.
Yeah, cause man, these are hell to carry around.
Yeah.
And actually, when you get in close combat, I just take them off, or I flip them up like that.
That's really cool.
Right, because man, they're just a hell to, you know.
I thought it broke. I was like, oh no.
Okay,
Yeah, he's not
I'm
gonna be able to make it through there with those wings anyway.
over to here. All right, that's my moves right there. That's my moves, and I got a couple of shots with them dang hammers, of course. Okay, the shots with the hammers. You know something, man? I'm targeting your leader right there with the hammers.
Okay. That's all you, buddy.
Okay.
It's your life.
4s and 4s. Okay, 1 hit and 1 hit. So it's 1 more. Make a save with the leader.
Kill me.
He took a wound?
You took one of my wounds.
Okay, I'm gonna attack him with the other fella. He's 4s and 4s. Okay, there's another hit. Did he take a wound? Is that? Ooh, he's took 2 wounds.
2 wounds, yeah.
Okay, we'll grab 2. How many wounds does he have?
He has 5.
5.
There you go.
There you go. I got 2 wounds over here. Actually, let's give him one of these, man. He's got 5 total.
5 total.
So now he's down to 3, right?
Yes, sir.
So he's gonna carry around. He's gonna carry around that little dice right there. So he's on 3. He's probably got some regenerative powers, doesn't he?
Looking right now.
Yeah. All right. So that was the attacks from there. Now I'm gonna roll my charges. Okay. The first Griffhound. Anything but snake eyes. And by God, I can roll snake. He moves in. This next Griffhound.
Oh no.
He gets a 7.
He's supposed to have a save of 3 actually.
So you did save one of them then.
No, don't worry about it.
No, you're up to 4. We gotta do it right
Because I
now.
just noticed that he has a shield.
It's
The
okay.
White King with an ancient shield has +3.
So he's up to 4. So look, I put the 2 Griffhounds to here.
Alright.
Okay. Well, I got more charges. I got more charges to make. I'm charging with this guy.
Okay.
He only got a charge of 4. That's gonna get him within range though of that guy.
Okay.
How many charge range does this guy got?
4 again. So
That he ain't gonna be able to charge nobody because that won't put him within a half inch of nobody because I can't get 4 inches to nobody.
what about that guy?
I believe he's further than 4 inches away.
think?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he's way. So he can't do nothing. So now I've done switch from rolling 1s to rolling 2s. So over here, I got this Retributor Prime's gonna come in.
Yeah. 7. Oh, that's a 6. I can't do math.
Okay, over to here.
Oh my gosh. Junior dog.
And the dog.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I'm gonna go ahead for him. Of course, he ain't doing nothing.
He's just hanging out.
How about my big guy? He's coming in. I believe he looks like about a 6. We'll measure it up. We've seen it. Yeah, we better measure it up. That's a 7, but I believe that's gonna get him in
That's
there.
probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
All Alright, so he's definitely in there. We're gonna go. Okay, we just had a Hex Wraith fly over and roll a 6 on my Retributor and put a mortal wound on him. They got 3 wounds. So it's gonna put a mortal wound on him. Now roll one time for my Liberator Prime.
Oh,
No.
Really excited.
So
That would have been hilarious.
Death has made their move in the bottom of the 3rd.
Now it's time to attack.
We basically crawled up onto this guy here. You're really supposed to stay 3 inches away from the Hound. So back off a little bit, alright, with these guys. Well,
I was gonna charge them.
you still gotta stay 3 because a 2 is gonna fail the charge. That's why you stay 3 inches away.
True.
Because
I was gonna
snake
charge
eyes.
them towards them though.
Alright, you still gotta stay 3 inches off of my man.
Okay.
It's alright. It's all good. Like I said, I'm real lax on it, but look, that's cool. Just like that.
Yeah.
Now, that's the end of your movement phase. Do you have any shots?
No, I don't have any.
Okay, now you want to make charges.
Yes.
Alright. And this is where I'm already starting to see a little bit of a, I don't know how I'm going to strangeness to get around this, because see, each one of these skeletons here in this group is going to activate as an individual unit. And not
So I have horn
a whole unit.
and no matter what, he can move 6 inches.
Which one?
I have a horn bearer, so
Right.
anyone within his range
Right.
can move 6 inches as a charge.
Okay.
So that's
Those 2 guys are going to automatically come up, right?
yes, those 3. Because he's
Alright, so go ahead and just push these up.
yeah.
Man, if you glue a nickel to the bottom of them,
Yeah, it'll
I'm
be.
going to tell you.
Yeah, I should probably do that.
It cost you a nickel.
Yeah. So that's a no.
Okay, so now these guys are going to have to roll to charge.
Mhm.
Okay, so you want to make rolls for these?
Yes.
Okay, let's take Blackie.
What? Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
That's
it's
hey, you know. Okay.
I was-
Hey, you
it's
got
not
a
even
black and
painted
then a
yet.
white. Oh, here we
Yeah.
go, black.
You know, and Ebony and Ivory. Ready?
Black one.
Ready to roll?
Yeah, go. 5 plus his normal move.
Yeah. So.
Actually gets 2 dice. No, he doesn't get his normal move. He rolls 2 dice for a charge.
Oh really?
Yeah, roll 2 dice. Yeah, everybody's 2 dice on
Okay.
a charge.
So 7.
So 7 inches.
7 inches. Perfect.
So he could slide up in there and get around on the
Yeah,
side of
that
that
dog.
That dog, see? Cost you a nickel. Anyway.
While we do that, and then this
Him?
boy, he's 6 inches no matter what.
Now look, this isn't impassable terrain, man. It's just woods, which didn't even slow you down. She actually can just go right.
Yeah, I'll roll
up
for him.
through there. Roll, see how far he can go. 5 inches.
5 plus 4 is 9.
Well, he didn't get the +4.
Oh really?
Yeah, which your charge is only what that roll is. So it's very variable.
Maybe I can move towards that griffin then.
You can get in on that dog.
That dog is going down.
Okay, do you want to make a charge with him?
No, he's just gonna charge here, no matter what, 6 inches.
Okay.
So
So they're all gonna come in
Yeah.
here. What about this guy?
he's gonna chill out. He's chilling.
They're
He's
chilling.
having a good day.
All right, over to here.
Day at the beach.
You are pretty much already engaged there, so you can't make a charge.
Right.
Are you gonna attempt to charge here?
Yes.
Okay, go. Anything but snake eyes will get you in on those guys. You
4 and
make
3.
it. So 7 inches. So basically wherever you want to go. Okay, that's good. All right, over to here.
He's defending.
He is staying where he's at. All right, here we go. All right, wherever you want to start, because it's your turn, so you get the first combat. So who are you attacking first, and who are you attacking with?
We're gonna take down that damn dog
You're
first.
taking down
So-
that dog. With who first? The leader?
No, first we're gonna do my spearman. So
right,
he's
one-
got 2. He's got 1 attack plus 5 to hit.
This spearman here.
Yes, sir.
1 of 5. 1. Oh, he
Nope,
missed.
it's a miss.
Now, dog's turn.
Yes.
Since he's surrounded like that, I reckon I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and attack with that dog. He gets 2 shots. He gets 3s to hit, 4s to wound. 3s to hit. All right, it's a 1. 1 wound back on the leader. On the leader, I should have specified on that leader.
The leader has a plus 4 save.
Mhm.
Any rends?
No,
Okay.
he made it.
Perfect. Saved.
Okay, now the dog gets to try to run away. Darting attack. Okay,
Please no.
6,
Kill me.
4. That's
Kill me.
good enough. Hang on.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna run through the door there. I'm gonna run all the way to that step down there.
Yeah, let's go for it. So he has 3 as well. So
Okay, man, that's fine.
Okay.
Not afraid.
All right, now it is your attack.
Mhm.
You get to choose one of these guys or one of these fellas over here for your
What
attack.
do we got? We got Spearman and a Swordsman. Swordsman is going to attack 1 plus 4 to hit. It's the black one.
Mm-hmm.
4
That's
to
a hit.
That's nothing. Okay.
Okay, it's my attack. I
I think I
believe.
lost this.
Not yet, man. Don't say this stuff goes back and forth so much. You wait and see. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and attack first with this guy
Okay.
because he's got them. Well, no. Here we go. I'm gonna come over here. This Lord Relictor.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna turn around and try to put just a smack if he can. He's get 4 dice. He needs 3s and 3s.
Wait a second. Hold on. The dog attacked my right king, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind.
What, he had to roll something to hit him?
I had to roll a dice, and if I hit a 1.
All right, roll it up. Roll it up. I'll take a wound on it.
We're all
No.
good. So
Okay.
then-
I know. It's so hard to remember all this stuff, dude.
Yeah,
it's terrible. But you know something, man? I see that this is some of your first games with this models, right?
Right.
So as you play more and more with them, it's gonna
You're gonna
burn into
memorize
your head
it,
a little bit. Man, as you see, these are about my second or third game with these Griffhounds, and it ain't burning my head in the least.
Right,
yet.
right.
So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and attack with
Yeah.
Lord Relictor. He's got 4. He needs 3s to hit and 4. Oh wait, here 3s and 3s. Here we go. That's 2 hits and 2 wounds. So he's got 2 wounds back onto that guy.
No rend?
There's a -1 rend. -1 rend. So his save is a 4 better, so he needs 5s.
Sorry.
What does he get?
Does that say? Does that mean that I ignore that? -1?
It actually does.
Okay, cool.
So
-1 rend is, so it's just plus.
so it's 4s.
Doesn't matter anymore.
Doesn't matter. He took 2 wounds. Is he dead?
Yes.
He's out of there. All right, so keep them separate because those was killed the other turn.
Yeah.
So we need to know how many was killed and everybody
Like this.
from this turn. So that was just him. So now it is your time to make an attack. Him on the dog.
No, I'm gonna focus these.
Okay.
So, actually, he can't run away, so I'm gonna attack him. Try to get someone dead at least.
Okay.
So
You got a
plus,
skeleton. You 5 or better, right?
is that a swordsman or a spearman?
It is a sword.
Okay, so that matters. He has a +4 to hit and then a +4 to wound.
That's a hit. And it's a hit.
Okay.
So is there any rend on it?
None.
He's a 4. He does not
That's
save. He takes a wound.
So he has 3 wounds.
He's got, I believe they got 2, but he's took a wound. All right.
All right, your turn.
The wounds is piling
So
up.
your dog is the only guy that can attack now, right?
Who's attacked so far? He's attacked for me and my Relictor attacks. So I got the dog and then my other attacks, of course. But I'm gonna hold off on that dog. I'm gonna hit this dog up. I'm gonna move this Retributor right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna move this Retributor in and try to smite this ghastly apparition
Okay.
that's come. All right, and he's got 2 dice to hit. It ain't my prime, is it? The prime is still hanging back. Okay, he's got 2 dice to hit you. I believe it's 3s, man. 3s and 3s, okay? And now if he rolls a 6, it's the special, okay? 3s and 3s to hit. That's a
6.
single 6, so it's
So that's
just gonna
a
be
mortal
2
wound.
mortals.
2 mortal wounds? He's done.
Yeah,
He's
man,
done.
he's done. I believe it's 2 mortals. Hang on, let me look it up. 2 mortals, yeah.
Wow.
2 mortals blast him just out of the. All right,
From whence he came.
so that's doing good. They're doing actually really good. So now you're back over here. You got another skeletons, guys.
Plus, they're
And
all
are you
swordsmen?
attacking the dog or this guy?
That guy.
Okay, here you go. You need a
Swordsman?
5.
I need 4, right?
4.
It doesn't
That's a
matter.
miss. Okay, now I got this dog right here is
Yeah.
attacking back. He's got to roll 3s to hit and 4s to wound. That's a 1 hit and
No.
nothing. So you got one more guy over here, I believe, don't you?
Yeah, spearman.
This
He's a
one
plus,
spearman.
He's a +5 to wound, so 4 to hit
He's on the dog, right?
Yes. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I forgot to run the dog away, but that's okay.
You can run him away.
He really don't want to run because the storm is fixing it out. Now, is it?
That way.
I believe that's the end of turn 3.
Yes.
And the storm has now moved up to 18 inches. So the storm is now within 6 inches of the walls of this. So you know something? I believe what we got here is a game of musical chairs, because I don't think everybody's going to be able to get through that opening all in one turn. We're going to find out.
My plan was to block you guys from getting in, but I failed.
Here we go. We got this here dice, and it's going to go to turn 4. So 1 dice each. 1 dice each.
Ready?
This is a pretty important one, folks. Good God, dang it, the death
wrecked.
got it. He got it 4-3, so it is going to be your move.
4 inches for skeletons.
And remember, you can't end your turn within 3 inches of my man. So if he can't, oh my goodness, wait a second. We got to talk about this one, because if you can't you can't move past that guy, you're gonna have to run. That's you're gonna have to run, because if you can't get past my guy 3 inches.
Remember, we were supposed to make this just an open window, right?
No, you gotta come through this thing, man. And dude, who's got the wound? You? Yeah, it's your wound. Now look, you're gonna have to run, because my dog is basically guarding the thing, and you got to get 3 inches past him. You got to end up at least 3 inches away from him, man.
Not quite. Again, because
Here, you can hold on.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fuck these dudes up.
Are you gonna weather the storm?
Yeah.
Oh
They're
my
just
goodness!
gonna
Hang
hold
on,
you
wait,
off.
just hang. Now, I sure am sorry that we got shut down early, because I ain't got enough employees at the Games Workshop store. And that feller was a beginner. But I'm gonna tell you this: he had a lot of fun, even though he lost. And he's gonna be selling his firstborn child to get him some more models and to get him all painted up for the next go round next week, I reckon. So get down to your local Games Workshop, get one of these right here. There's just a few things I don't agree with about it. I think they should have had a cap of about 10 models completely for your warband, since each one of them is activating as a unit. It can get kind of messy. It can get really messy during the charges and the old close combats and things like that. You just got too many units, you know, and it is slowing the game down. You got a unit of 10 daggum skeletons, and every one of them is a unit that has to activate one at a time during the close combats back and forth. Then you got to try to keep track. Well, did this skeleton use his attack, and it is not, and it who, you know, it's bad enough in regular Sigmar. So, you know, even you needed to keep the model count really, really low on both sides. And especially for beginners, I think this is good for beginners, you know, so they don't have to worry about, you know, unit coherency and things of that sort. But man, with beginners or a child, if you wanted to get them in this here skirmish, and there's some decent scenarios, some real ones, as you've seen that, just seeing that one is really good about the storm moving in and all that. But if you was to teach it to some children or youngins, you'd have to keep the model count very, very low, in the 3 to 5 range, because you got to start thinking in units, not individual models. All right, y'all, get down to the store. It's only $10. $10. Hang on.
They're just gonna hold you down right there.
And you know I can leave.